We read the whole 2024 Player's Handbook, so you don't have to.
We are bringing you the top 5 Origin Feats so you can start off on the best foot at level 1. What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Mind Flayer Slayer.
And I am Dr. DM, and as part of our coverage for the entire 2024 Player's Handbook, we are now on to our top 5 Origin Feats. These Origin Feats can be very impactful for your characters, so it's important to choose wisely. So let's talk about the top 5.
Magic Initiate is number 1. You gain 2 cantrips and 1 level 1 spell from the Cleric, Druid, or Wizard spell list. You can replace these with another spell of the same level from the same list when you gain a level. You can choose Wisdom, Intelligence, or Charisma as your spellcasting modifier for these spells.
So this is really awesome because at level 1, you can take Shield, for example, from your Wizard spell list.
Yes, you can.
So this is combo a lot with, for example, your Eldritch Knights or even Warlock, right?
Yeah, in some ways, people have been complaining about Warlock not having access to Shield anymore. Well, here you go.
Yeah, and you get your choice of that spellcasting modifier. So this is a great one to expand your spell list or even give a non-magic character a little bit of flavor and some power as well at level 1. All right, let's move on to Alert. You add your proficiency bonus when you roll initiative. You can also swap your initiative with a willing ally. This is potent.
Love that change.
Yeah.
Being able to add your proficiency bonus was great, but there are situations when you are at the table and it's like, I don't want to go, you need to go. Like being able to willingly do that is fabulous.
Yeah.
I think this is wonderful.
And if you pair this, for example, Ranger or Gloomstalker, they kind of gets advantage, or as their wisdom, your initiative is going to be through the roof, and you as a player can decide how the battle is going to get run.
100%. You also have Crafter. You gain proficiency with 3 different artisan tools, plus you get 20% off all non-magical items.
20% off!
You can also craft an item from the fast crafting table using the new D&D 5e crafting rules, which last until you finish a long or short rest. So we're going to actually be bringing you a whole entire video about crafting, as well as a whole video about the different tools and the tool proficiencies and how they have changed in D&D 5e.
And now you're not just stuck with the thieves' tools, right?
Yes.
It's like really the only option. Now you can get some options to build potions, craft magic items, things like that. But we're going to tell you here the real secret to this feat. Very few people know this, but what makes this feat surprisingly...
You're about to be the first people to know.
Honestly, yes. What makes this feat stupendous is that you can actually buy spell materials with
Which
this
means
at 20% off.
Also, you can create spell scrolls.
Yes, 20% off all your spell casting materials, which can get pretty expensive sometimes, right? And when the new Strongholds comes out, where you can kind of build your own castle, you get 20% off all that as well. That's a huge savings over time if at least one of your characters has this. Incredible. Top tier feat.
Next up, we have Tough. Your hit point maximum increases by 2 times your level. After getting this feat, your hit point maximum also increases by 2 each time you level up.
So you might be thinking, wait a minute, Tough? Well, you got to keep in mind that there's only 10 Origin Feats. Some of them are not so good. So Tough is always fantastic because it's actually even more than getting your ASI con.
It is.
And at higher levels, I mean, this boosts your survivability substantially, I would say.
Absolutely.
At higher levels, sometimes we were taking, like against a fight against Tiamat, everybody took Tough in the end,
basically
right?
had everybody take Tough, yeah.
Because it's a good feat, and starting at level 1...
They're like, should I take an ASI? I was like, no, take Tough.
Now's the time, yeah, because it's an incremental boost, which is really going to help your party, especially if you all end up taking it.
Then we have Musician. You gain proficiency with 3 musical instruments of your choice. At the end of a short or long rest, you may play the instrument and grant heroic inspiration to a number of allies equal to your proficiency bonus.
This is incredible. You don't have to be a bard to do this.
Love it.
And as you get higher levels, you can do up to 6 players, right? Almost your whole team, if not your whole team or more, or an NPC too. And Heroic Inspiration, you don't have to earn it. You basically always have an advantage at your fingertips every single time you long rest or short rest. If you're doing like 2 or 3 short rests, you're doing a big dungeon crawl, you're getting Heroic Inspiration multiple times for up to 6 players throughout the day. Very powerful level 1 feat. Make sure you're taking this. Even if your character isn't musically inclined, maybe they just sing, or maybe they tell good stories.
Yep.
That's music. Okay, that was our top 5, but a couple honorable mentions. These are equally strong in some way, but they're kind of niche. They're for a certain class or two. So we're going to start first with Tavern Brawler. When you hit an unarmed strike, you deal 1d4 plus your strength modifier for damage. That doesn't seem very good on most classes, but if the damage dice for your unarmed strikes roll is a 1, you can re-roll it. So this is just really good for Monk. In addition, when you hit and damage a creature with an unarmed strike, you can then push them 5 feet. and you get proficiency in improvised weapons. So among taking this, it's just a great starter feat. It's going to increase your damage and give you some battlefield maneuverability and battlefield tactical options.
You also have Healer. When you use a Healer's Kit, a creature can expend and roll one of its hit dice to heal. Your proficiency bonus is added to the result. When healing with this feature or a spell, you can also re-roll the dice if it rolls a 1, but must use the new result. This is lovely. Again, these kits have gotten a big boost in terms of being usable in a realistic and understandable way within the D&D world.
And did you catch the secret superpower buff in this?
I missed it.
Which is feature or a spell. So now, if you're like any kind of spell caster, healer, or want to play a healer, and you have Cure Wounds or Healing Word, this is going to impact all your healing spells from level 1 to level 20, or you add your extra 2 to 6 every single time you do a healing spell.
That's awesome sauce.
Yeah, and that's been our top 5 with a couple honorable mentions for the Origin Feats in D&D 2024.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please remember to smite that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. We are proud members of the FanRoll affiliate program, so please go over to FanRoll Dice right now, pick out some of the best shiny math rocks you can find, and type in the code GG10 before you check out, which will give you 10% off your order and kicks a little bit back to us so we continue bringing you awesome content.
Thank you for watching. We hope this levels up your character in D&D 2024, and we'll see you next time.